Good morning, good afternoon to all the brothers watching from all the parts of the world and their lovely sisters accompanying them.
Hey guys, what is up?
My name is Mix, your host, and this is our lovely co-host, Caderjet. So, how was your week since we last
My
spoke?
week, uh, it was it was good. Not too much. Had exams last week, so last week was hectic, but this was pretty much chilled out, and I have holidays now, so relaxing, and nothing much. Playing games. What about you?
May again almost the same thing, but only the previous weekend had gone to visit a particular area in Ajman, the city Ajman, Al Zohra, which is a very good area, newly well developed area. The beach is nice, everything is nice. It's a very good family spot. It's a very family beach compared to if you go to Jumeirah in Dubai, which is a bit of a not so family beach, if you know what I mean.
Uh, I mean, it is a family beach. Keep your
But yeah,
eyes straight.
it has a vibe which is more not so family type on certain areas. This is
Don't move your vision here and there.
this
Keep
was
it straight.
this if you want to if you want to be with your family, Zohra beach is the best. And if you want to have some fun, then go to Dubai Jumeirah beach. Like the two options are there,
Ooh,
so I give you
what
the
kind
two
of fun are
options.
you looking at?
It's peripheral vision. Nothing comes in my hand up till now.
Keep trying.
Anyway, yes. Anyway, so I thought for this episode, nothing is planned to talk like solid facts or solid issues or solid trending topics. So I decided, I know, since we are schoolmates for a long time, let's reminiscence some of the old days. Let's go back in the time and put out some memories and share with our viewers uh, what sort of memories we had in our high school days. So
Awesome, yeah.
yeah, so the first memory is, of course, as if somebody has watched the previous episode, especially episode one, where I said where we both reiterated the fact that we were in grade seven, but apparently this guy had to move to back to India for a couple of 2 years, and then and glad he came back in the same class, same section.
After
Anyway,
2 years.
after 2 years, so during those 2 years, we had some crazy memories because again in the previous episode we have said that I had this whole class was such a great friend, and we were all like brothers, and then we had a smaller group inside. So what happened was, this is the time when he wasn't there. So one of the best memories was this one. We had an English professor. His name started with S. His middle name also started with S. His final name also started with S. So we called him the Triple S.
Like just triple H, triple
Say
S.
Triple S. Anyway, the first time he comes into class, I think he replaced a particular teacher because he comes in the second term of grade seven, grade eight, something like that. I don't remember
Yeah.
that, but he was a replace. He was a new teacher to school. He comes first day, was full energy, full excitement, talks about himself, says that he was a priest, then he became a principal, then he became a supervisor, then now he's a teacher. That was his backstory. And from that, every time and if you disrespect him and if you want to command respect, this was his go-to excuse. I used to be a priest, respect me or something. I used all the time, and we never cared about him because he was not a type of teacher you would ever look up to. Yeah. Anyways, the first day he comes, he talks about Hamlet. He just to make us friendly towards him. When a teacher shares a story time,
Boy.
when you don't want to study, because in the class nobody likes to study. Like no one wants to. So
I mean, who likes Hamlet?
yeah, no, but Hamlet wasn't a part of a portion. Yeah, it was just a story,
Oh,
like a
okay.
story, like a story time. It wasn't a. It
Yeah, but
wasn't.
it's a very boring story though.
It was a boring story. But he was this. One thing about him was he was good at telling stories. Like any story he learned or he knew, he would share it in the best possible way. One good thing about him was he had the ability to tell a story. He was
Yeah.
if he was passionate about any story, he would tell it in the best possible way. And that was the first story I was like saying where everybody died. I said, "Why, man? Why did you tell this story?" Anyway, and then from the next day, next few days, he started teaching us as a proper teacher and whatever lessons we had in our school, not on whichever other part of the syllabus, and he was continuing. Then we had this mischievous kid in our class. Not just mischievous, we would say he was a rebel. Not just mischievous, he was a rebel. And apparently, this guy used to sit next to me. Now, what some teachers have this ideology that use the worst kid in the class to do the work for
Yeah.
them so that he doesn't disturb the class. That was his tactic. So you remember we used to have those projectors, big projectors in class, up on hanging on the wall, on the ceiling, not
Yeah,
the
yeah,
wall,
yeah.
ceiling.
The ceiling.
Yeah, not the wall. Correction. And he puts the laptop on the teacher's table, and then you have a cord next to the teacher's table that connects to the projector.
Mm.
So now this guy, the kid is extremely distracted. We all are distracted, but he's extremely distracted in the sense that he has the teacher's laptop essentially. So somebody would be very curious what's in the laptop. We're like 13 years old. Who doesn't have the inquisitive nature? So now what is happening? The projector is there with all the questions related to whatever lesson, and this teacher had a habit of not writing the questions. So he would just project the questions and then write the answers on the board with the projected questions. So we had to copy it.
Yeah, man.
And
Miss
now
those
this,
days.
yeah,
Good days.
and this guy is writing on a teacher's table with his book, and he's looking at the sir's laptop. And apparently, he somehow opens a particular file.
But how does he know that those stuff are there in that file?
Probably he kind of searched it. Somebody told me that, but I don't believe this theory. Somebody told me that those kinds of sites are banned in the UAE. So he might have opened a VPN in the laptop and then uh, saw it.
Nah, I mean
But then
hiding likely.
that's the thing. It was highly unlikely. How in such a small distance, downloading a VPN would take at least 5 minutes. Installing it, so all that time calculated, I don't
And
think
that too in our school Wi-Fi, shitty
so.
Wi-Fi, I
It was
swear
a
to God.
slow Wi-Fi, so you don't think he can be able to download it. So now I realize back then I thought it was VPN, but as I grew, I knew that this is something wrong. Now where I was I'm 100% sure that those kind of files are in the his laptop, and it's easy to scan through someone's laptop. Once you have laptop, you can find files here. So this guy might have found it. And I remember what he did, I remember this very clearly. What he did was he apparently freezed the laptop, the
By
projected
that
part.
remote.
I don't think he used the remote, or even if he removed, I think there's another option.
Cause I mean that's the only way you can freeze the projector with the remote.
Okay, so but I remember he froze that section. And what he did was he removed the laptop's charger and the cord, and the sir is busy writing. He took the laptop and he puts it on his head like this, facing everybody. So he first watched everything, and now he's showing us. He's showing us literally. And
Bro, that is
I just put. This is the
wow.
first time I met.
And the teacher's right next to him.
Yeah, his teacher's right. So he had no idea, and he's putting the laptop on top like this.
My mouth's like open, you can't see, but it's like a jaw dropping moment.
This he keeps it on top, and the scene is extreme porno, a doggy style section happening.
We don't need to go in details, bro.
No, I'll go in detail. Bang, 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 bang,
Oh
bang.
god.
The thing was he didn't increase the volume. The volume was zero
So how do you know it's a bang bang bang?
because I could see it.
Yeah, but how can you hear it?
It was quite strong from the video.
Okay.
So
Why do you ask?
it was quite strong. I remember it very well. But the picture, the guy's face wasn't there. The woman's face wasn't there. The camera was full on zoom on the motion.
Damn.
So that, and swear every guy's jaw was dropping like this. Ah, like I could see it.
What was the teacher doing?
He was busy writing the notes.
And he has no idea that this guy has his laptop on his head.
And the moment he saw that he's looking at him immediately, somehow it, I don't know, somehow he was not caught that he opened that file.
Damn, no
Yeah,
ways.
yeah,
Are
yeah,
you
exactly.
serious?
I'm serious. I'm serious. He was not.
Oh boy,
Somehow that's
that
by.
is
So
OP.
from
Next
that
level.
next level, and
Wow.
you never met that rebel because once you came, I think by grade 9, first half they kicked him out.
What's his name?
I will tell the name. I don't want to reveal the name.
अरे मतलब starting.
His name started with Y.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know.
You won't know him at all. You've never seen him.
Okay.
So apparently, what happens?
Arey, I know the name.
Yeah, if you know, then you know.
I remember
He
the name. Yeah,
he's
okay.
from
I don't know the person though.
he's from South India, so you'll get an idea.
He's Jupiter House or Mars House?
Neptune. He was
Neptune.
yellow. He was yellow.
Yeah. Anyways, I know. Okay. Yellow is
Saturn.
Saturn.
Sorry. Saturn. Neptune is Neptune was my house. I was Neptune. I
Yeah.
was green. Anyway, uh, then everybody by this time had for sure. If there were smart people who knew that he has more stuff in his laptop. After what he revealed to us, we all was knew that there's something more in his laptop. From that day onward, we lost the respect of the teacher because you know what he was essentially saying, that he was saying I'm a priest and I'm a this and that, and I don't know from which Christianity he was belonging to, but whatever when you're saying a priest, you put yourself in
Very high position.
a high position when you say that kind of things. So be careful.
Like you know how we have imams.
Yeah.
We know like they're very
Yeah. So
religious people.
yeah. So we don't expect that. So anyway, even
So that was there in his laptop and not from the internet.
because if you think about this, I told you all the reasons why it cannot be from the internet. I told you all the
Yeah,
reasons.
yeah, yeah. So it was in his laptop, boy. But that is insane, man.
Then another time a situation happened. This is even worse. This is when, but how it was. So this guy again, what this sir does, he has the habit of calling me all the time whenever it's his period to help him put the laptop with the on.
Yeah, I swear I used to. Now I realize I hated when I used to do that for teachers, keeping the laptop and then connecting and being trying to be a teacher's pet, but I never could. I don't know why teachers hate. Some teachers hated me. Some like very few.
And then apparently he had some work. So he just comes
Hmm.
in the class as soon as the period comes. He literally gives it him on the first kid's table. He says go on the other side and put it on my table and connect it. What this guy does, he doesn't connect it. What he does, he opens the laptop again, tries to find many of the files which has on porn. And I remember
Shit, man.
I remember 10-15 kids literally rushed towards him and saw what else is in a file. And they say that they have seen even more nude pictures of some people, some women and something. They said like it's there, but this time he did not.
Lit.
This time he did not put the whole like share to the whole class. Unfortunately, why didn't he do it? Because I wanted to
Oh
see.
boy.
It was still a mystery for me. Who was it? Or I didn't know what was inside still. Anyway, so that was that sirs, and then apparently he vanishes. That teacher.
Hmm.
So
Interesting.
he survived for like a year and then gone, never to be heard of. The triple S sir. Anyway, I think you also, because I think before the podcast we were also talking about some of the memories. We were reminiscing a lot of them, and then we decided we will speak about a few things.
Yeah, the one thing I remember and you reminded me was about our grade 11. No, wait. I mean, the batch grade 12 farewell. So, we, as a grade 11 students, we organized that farewell. So, luckily, I somehow got into the volunteering stuff, and I don't know how I had to go behind our Mars House um captain and all those people, like our maths teacher, Sri J ma'am, and Bindu ma'am, and I don't know who all I had to go to just to get like into the function. I don't know why. I just felt like the function would be lit, and I wanted to be a part of it, so I could get to see it because normally us like grade 11s are not allowed to go in that unless we are performing or something, and it happened in the night, the farewell. So uh, so everything is happening normally. The students are going from the back entrance, and me and one more guy, we're standing. We are in this classroom, like KG some classroom, and we had these gowns ready for the grade 12s people. So everyone was sent to us.
KG means for some people like primary school section.
Primary school, like first or second graders. I'm not sure. I don't remember which class was it. Grade 3 or KG. I mean primary. I'm not sure, but it was one of the classes. We went there. We had like a bunch of 6 7 boxes, and people just started coming in. They gave us size, and we were just distributing the hats and the gowns for the graduation and stuff.
Oh yeah, the
And then
graduation robe, the robe for
the
graduation. Yeah.
robe, and then the entry of the head boy. Oh boy, what a chaos, man! What a chaos he created. That is one of the worst things our school has ever seen. He came full drunk. I don't even know if he was completely drunk or what. So what usually students do is that they party and then they come to school, and that's when
And
everything
then
went bad.
the worst part is they have a party after that also, because
After that also, there's an after party after the farewell.
so this is already late night, and half of them were already drunk, and they when they came. So sorry to cut you. I'll
So
tell you. I'll interject one thing, and then you can continue. Okay, what happened? So while going back home, and this is like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the night, and the bus is full of kids, and the the guys are like 12th graders. They're saying that they are passed out of school, so they are enjoying to the point that they were already drunk in the before the farewell party, and they were getting slightly sober because you could see the difference, but they could still
yeah,
feel.
the party was at like 7:30ish, 8ish, something like that,
So
and
but but they could because they were so drunk that that soberness was taking time to get back. And then I
obviously, yeah.
and I remember the area which I live, yeah, couple of areas before, all of them stopped, and they decided to do a particular party in that area. I don't know how drunk they got after that, but the bus was chaotic. And for me, I've never been near drunken people, so for me that was the first time seeing what's happening.
You were there,
I was there. I was
or
there,
you were volunteering?
not volunteering. In the bus while going back home, my bus
Acha.
had every drunk one, every drunk yard.
Oh,
Every like it was the whole bus was filled with drunken. At least all the grade 12 who were there, all of them were drunk
yeah.
while I going home. So I could literally see how
Lol.
how drunk the people were acting. So that was
So,
my.
anyways, so he came in and he started screaming at people and teachers. Like so the head boy. Think about this. Head boy is drunk. He comes on the farewell day. He has to give a speech, but he doesn't give a speech. He comes from the back entrance, from where all students came in. Comes in, he starts screaming at about one teacher and abusing, and then talking about the supervisor and principal, all bullshit stuff. And the people are just dragging him out, and then finally the vice head boy had to go and give the speech. But it was completely an insane moment. After that, they kind of, the whole school screwed our farewell party. Made it in the morning. Guys, think about this. Your farewell party in the morning. Usually, most of schools happen. Our schools, it used to happen in the night, in the afternoon. But it happened for us. It happened in the morning, and there was like complete high security. They made sure no shit happens. But I mean, I kind of enjoyed the grade 12 ones. Then our 12th batch, it
Yeah, the
lasted
previous
that that much.
the previous batch actually broke the whole thing. If they didn't
Yeah,
do
man,
if,
they
because actually
ruined
before
it for others.
no, before, you know what happened prior to them, when they were 11 graders, and prior to them when we were in grade 10, prior to them, their older batches, they were also doing the same thing, but I think they didn't in a limit. That's why nothing happened. These guys, what they did essentially was over the limit. They crossed all limits, and because of that, they felt responsible to the school, and they said, no, no, now we would.
And this thing spread really badly. Like it spread to the girls' school, IHS. Who
What
all you
happened?
bro? People, this thing about what happened in our school farewell time, this thing spread. This went to the girls' schools because I have few friends and they told me about this. We heard this happened. I'm like, who told you? So it actually spread there. It spread in IHS. I don't know if it went to DPS or not, but it spread in many places. It was that bad. And so to come back with this, so basically the previous head boy, his name, I'm not gonna give his name, but he was in Mars house, which is the red color house. Let's see. Okay, so anyways, so there are four houses: Mars, Saturn, Neptune, and Jupiter. So Mars being red, Saturn being yellow, Neptune being green, and Jupiter being blue. Okay, so now there were the four houses in our school. So after this whole just stuff happened, like in the farewell party, next year, head boys have been selected, vice and every captain is
This
all
is
gonna
our
be
year. This is
selected.
our year.
So this is our batch. Our batch head boy. He made a speech. So this guy, our head boy, he made this speech where he talks about thanking and all that stuff, and then he brings out this specific moment, and I'm just gonna play it here, right over here, down somewhere over here, and just hear this. I'm also immensely thankful to my housemaster, Mr. Gerard Holmes, who I'm sure must be pleased that we now have some clear blue water to wash away the bloodstains from the gold that Sylvester might have. Everyone started clapping and screaming for this guy.
That day was like everybody remembered it very well. The clapping, and it was in the assembly. I remember it very well when he said that line. Yeah, it was a famous line. It actually became a. I think it will become an important history in our school because that was a big incident, and he comes and
Big,
says this.
yeah.
So it's a big history for school. I think we should even put a picture of our school if you have it.
Yeah, I do have it, yeah.
Yeah, so you can put it down there. Man, it was best days. I mean, nobody liked the fact we had to study and all, but I think what what we had was like the amazing days in school. I feel very bad for my sibling because 2020 hit. They didn't ha- uh, they didn't experience the same level of experiences which I had. So it was a lot of things changed after we passed out. It's nothing is the same. Nothing feels the same. Yeah, there are many more actually. Uh, some of the memories are outside school because we used to hang out a lot. But I think those kind of memories we will share another day. We have like two big memories. That's enough for today. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else do you want to talk?
I wanted to bring up this thing about NFTs, if you've heard.
I yes. The only thing I know is the fact that it's more artistic. A lot of people are making arts, and then they're selling it on a it has its software based on cryptocurrencies.
So basically, so in short, NFT means non-fungible token, or just in simpler ways, non-replaceable token. If that helps, it basically means non-refundable. So if you guys have ever seen in the online market that there's a cat with rainbow stripes and it's like running, it's like a gif that sold for $63 million, and might have to do a price check over there. $63 million. Can you believe it? Just for a cat, moving cat, I could just take a screenshot of it and keep it. But no, It's basically, you know how you have something antique and it's like one of one. It's the same thing over here. That thing is so rare. It's only one in the world. You can't replace it. Even if you take a screenshot, there's something called blockchain. I'm not going to go into the information about it, but blockchain is basically where everything is being stored. So now, if you make a cat, you, you upload it on the cryptocurrency market. It's stored in a blockchain. So now everyone can see who owns that particular thing. Even if you take a screenshot and you upload it, no one's going to believe you because it's there in the blockchain market and everyone sees it. So now what is happening is now people are they're creating like images like monkeys and cats and what else, many things. They're uploading it on the market, and then people buy it through cryptocurrency. So it could be Ethereum or Bitcoin. I'm not sure if it's Bitcoin, but it's majorly bought and sold in Ethereum. So Ethereum is another cryptocurrency, and people are making a lot of money. And I tried getting into this, and it's really tough because it's expensive now. If I would have gotten in this in 2021 November, I would still be able to buy it. But now it's expensive. It's like $23,000 for that monkey picture. I'm just gonna post it here, something like this. $23,000 for just for this.
But isn't it okay? Now let's just say ki, but now like people can still find a loophole in this. Now you're saying the blockchain is like a legal market. Let's just say blockchain is like a legal market where everybody knows who owns that, and you can buy and sell in that market.
It's kind of encrypted.
Yeah, okay, but let's just say this is like a proper market. Now look, anybody can cut, copy, paste. We all know that. Okay, you can copy paste that in that picture. Let's just say somebody has their own site, a website. Because look, I'm seeing on Instagram and everywhere, or if you go on this site, you can buy this NFT, you can buy this NFT, you can buy that. So what if people are buying, selling on their own personal websites?
It's not possible because there are like maybe three platforms where you can sell NFTs. There's no other place because it's all integrated. You can't just make a website and then start putting out these pictures because it's, again, like I said, blockchain. It's tough to explain what is blockchain. It's a huge stuff to explain just to get you what is blockchain. Blockchain is just assume like it's a computer and everything is stored in that computer, and but it's a massive computer. Okay, everything is stored in that, and you can't replace that computer because that computer is everything that has all the data, everything. Okay, now if you create a website, you try selling it. First of all, you're just putting pictures. How will people buy over there when you need to link your account with Ethereum market or Bitcoin market, some cryptocurrency market, and that's something where you can't get permission. You need to show. So again, that way you've been seen, and you might get in trouble. This is not legally, like, not the government nor the banks have any role play in this. But in India, what's happened now is, if I make any money from cryptocurrency, there's a 20% tax on it. That's one thing. And I mean, not really in India, even in Canada. If I if I've invested some amount of money and I made a profit, I have to pay some percentage of tax. But it's not going to be a lot. It's going to be a 2-3% maybe tax. Just on, if I make $100, then I'm just giving 3-4 percentage on that.
This concept is still out of my head.
It's difficult. So NFT is just making stuff, and then people are buying it with
In
cryptocurrency.
in simple terms, it looks like that. But if you start going in deep and trying to do it, it's a big.
If I bring blockchain, minting,
I
everything.
I actually I looked at a video about NFTs, and when they say non-fungible token, what they were essentially saying is that is when you say it's not divisible. So it said that even if you compare it with Bitcoin and any kind of virtual money, also money is replaceable. So for instance, they said that okay, you have 100 Bitcoin or you have $100 bill, you can replace it into 50 dirhams. Now 50 Bitcoin or 50 makes 100. They
Yeah.
say you can break it into this. But NFTs you can't break. But then that logic doesn't apply because NFTs is an artwork. How are you going to divide an artwork? So that explanation doesn't work. That was
Yeah,
like,
you can't divide the artwork because it's that. So that's where this word comes, non-fungible token, which also could be meant as non-replaceable token. You can't replace the NFT, which is the art. That's the thing, like you said. Okay, how can that be replaceable? That can't be replaceable. But you're buying it. So suppose I actually did make few two NFTs, which I mean it's going horrible, but anyways I tried. So I suppose I made a NFT and it's for $23, right? You buy it. Now after a few days, you're like you want to sell this. You'll sell it for maybe $30 or $25. Okay, you'll try selling it for a profit. Let's say you sold it for $30. Now the next person's trying to sell it more now, and it's also about the demand. The more the demand and more.
see, basically you're saying you're buying a commodity. It's like a commodity. Commodities cannot be replaced. Like you're buying
Yeah,
a
yeah,
laptop. If you're buying a laptop, you cannot divide the laptop. You want money in exchange of a laptop, you have to give the laptop to someone else in exchange of a money.
Yeah.
yeah. But in this situation, there are like about 10,000. So if I make one monkey, if you go, even if you go in open seas, okay, you just go on I forgot the name of that monkey group. Anyways, they have like 10,000 different type of monkeys. Like it's one monkey, but if you notice, either some of them are smiling, maybe some of them have jewelry, maybe some of them are funky look. They're completely different. Like each one of them is different, and if you kind of open them, you kind of see what is unique in this. So every single NFT is completely different, and it's unique to its like the ones creator. I mean, not creator, the ones that are uploaded previously. Everyone's different.
And it is applicable to all the artworks. That is even music and everything. Yeah, it's not just related to.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So
Arey,
basically,
there are these things. The first tweet on Twitter sold, I don't know how many millions, but that is also being sold on the NFT market. And top shots of NBA basketball, those have been like the recaps, like replays of like best shots. Those are being sold online, and people are making millions of it.
so basically, a picture is being sold on a in a so-called virtual
Pictures, videos, music, everything. This is all kind of a build up of metaverse.
in a in a
Basically.
virtual space, basically a virtual
Yeah.
market.
Yeah,
This is
this is
starting to
starting to
become
become
close,
close,
like an
like an
entry
entry
point for
point for
metaverse.
metaverse.
Okay, so
Basically.
now it makes a bit sense. So basically, it's a online market. It's like an online market which is
and
centralized.
and you don't own anything. You know what, even if you buy that monkey, one picture of monkey, you don't own it technically. You don't physically have anything. It's just there in your account. People know that you have it, and they might come and they want to buy from you, and you can sell it for a higher price. You make money. So until and unless you send your, so suppose you have 20 ethereum coins, okay, you send that to your bank, you convert it. Until that time, you don't have the money, you don't have the NFT, you don't have the coins.
What do you mean? What do you
It's
mean?
completely digitalized.
Can you repeat? I didn't understand.
Basically, so you bought that monkey, okay, now it's there in your account. Okay, now if you want, you can sell it. So suppose you sell it for 30 coins or 30 ethereum coins. Fine. Now that 30 ethereum coins comes in your NFT account. Okay, it's not even coming to your bank. Now for it to come to your bank, first you need to convert it to a currency, either US or dirhams or Canadian dollars, anything, up to you. First you convert that 50 ethereum, which is going to be a lot. Like I don't even know what's the rate going on currently, but it's going to be a lot. Like you'll be rich if you sell 50 ethereums now. Once you sell 50 ethereums, then you can send that money to your bank, and then you basically have the money. Until that time, you kind of don't really own anything, because it's there in the account, like the NFT account, and people can see what you're doing, right? They can't see how much money are you making, but they can see what all artworks you have, and you can just give it. You don't physically hold that artwork.
Okay, let's just say, okay, basically there's an illusion that you own it, but you're not actually owning it. Is in one way
Exactly.
of saying. So basically, the question is, now you make an NFT. You're a creator. Now I want to have the ownership of that. So you sell it to me. I give you the money. So I'm necessarily I'm Am I paying you in real money, or I'm paying you with Ethereum money?
You're paying me with Ethereum money.
So I'm paying with Ethereum money.
But to get Ethereum money, you need to put your real money in the Ethereum market account.
Okay. So my real money.
Basically, you have to buy the cryptocurrency first, and then you can buy my NFT. That's the thing. So technically, you are using your real money.
Okay. So basically, I'm spending. So I have to invest in cryptocurrencies to have an NFT. I cannot have an NFT without being in crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you want to make, so if the best way to make money is to mint means you create NFTs, so create maybe like 4,000. There are codings and ways to create, like in one time you can create 4,000 NFTs, like one collection, like so one monkey with different attributes. You can make that through codings. There are different things on YouTube. So once you make that, you can post it online. Now there are two versions. You can either post it on the Ethereum server, or you can make a Polygon or Meta account. Wait, I forgot. Matic account. So there's two. They're like bunch of servers. You can sell it on Matic. So in Matic, what's happening is you're not paying any fees. You're just uploading it, and you're trying to sell it. If you sell it, there's like a 2.5% fees on the server, like the page. OpenSeas, there's a company called OpenSeas. They allow you to sell NFTs on their page. So you're selling it. If you're on Ethereum market, you're paying gas fees, you're paying service fees, and all that stuff you're paying. So basically, it's going from yours. It's very confusing. It's very complicated. Actually, to explain it, it's tough. But once you get doing it, it kind of makes sense.
I know, but at the end, I got what an NFT is. I understood what is it. I'm just trying to make sense about the ownership, because you are like you're not owning it. The funny thing about this is you're not owning it, yet you're selling it with the thing that you're owning it.
See, it's there with you, but you don't have a physical. You don't like physically hold it, or you can't save it somewhere in the bank or something. It's there in the account. Everyone can see it, and once you sell it, people will come and buying it.
Virtual ownership, basically.
It's a virtual ownership, a digital ownership, which for people it's kind of worthless. But then nowadays it is. If I tell the same thing like in back in 18th century, or maybe in 2000, not even 18th century, 2010, if I tell this about this stuff to people, people will laugh at me. It's like, what the hell are you even talking about? We don't hold it, but
But
it's there.
like this phone, this means I own it. But there,
Yeah.
there's a special connection to something that when you have it physically, you don't
Exactly.
have
It's
that.
tangible. I can save it,
I
so
can
no one
save
can
it.
steal it.
No one can.
But over there, you have a fear of steal, because I mean it's there. But I mean, who's protecting it? Even money, you have a bank account. You're putting your money there to save your money from getting stolen or something, right? Or lost. Now over here, you have no idea. You log out, finish. You don't even know where it is.
It's right in
But
front of your eyes.
I
You need to
think
keep blinking.
I think I think you can give me a you can get back to me on this very same topic in the next episode. But I've also sent you a video of a particular man on Instagram that he was saying again. He had certain things against NFTs. He was saying that since you're not, what he was saying that you're not, again, on the basis of ownership. He said that when I buy a painting, I physically own it, but when I'm buying an NFT, I'm not necessarily buying the file, the JPE. I'm just buying the serial number. He was saying something like that. So it was quite
Hmm.
confusing. But he was saying that
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah.
that's what I didn't get it. And did you also understood what he was trying to say? Why he's against NFT? You kind
I
of got
got
an
it.
idea. What was it?
No, no, I
No,
got
I
an
got an
idea.
idea.
See,
See, so suppose there's a serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you're putting your money for that serial number, and then that serial number basically represents that NFT or the JPEG picture. Okay, now that JPEG picture is there. Now, like I said in the beginning, I can screenshot it, but then it won't have that serial number to confirm. Again, that serial number is there in the blockchain. It's like a confirmation that it is there, it is legit, it is real,
Oh, so
right? Now you can
you
put
can
your
put your
money in
money
it.
in it.
I get it. I get it. It's just like I remember now the concept. Remember, people used to use the paper money, and to understand which is fake or real, they used to put it up like this. If that picture is there, in the especially the Indian note. Remember, they used to check it like this if it's real or not. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the same thing basically, if you cut copy paste, the serial number won't be there. On the original one, the serial
There you
number
There
go.
you
is
go.
there. Ah,
Exactly.
Exactly.
ah. It's like the same concept, but it's now like it's going into the virtual world, which means essentially my point is, I think the point is it's going to be true. At one point, we won't be using physical money. We're coming to a stage where metaverse is going to become the new world, and basically we might be
Maybe by 2030, we'll be doing everything virtually. And you know, this word is there, virtual work or remote work, work from home. I think that's not even going to be there. If people say work, you're in your home, you're doing everything work. And VRs and everything, like, it's going to be insane, man. Like, next decade is going to be lit. Not lit, but insane.
anyway. I think we had a productive talk today. We had a good memories, and we shared some current trends, or not current trends,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
something important that is happening in this world. So I think we delivered it. So for today, we're gonna we conclude an episode, and we see you guys in the next episode 7 on next Sunday. Please like, share, and subscribe. And yes, one more thing, for people's easiness, we're gonna put timestamps, so you could just click on any of the time and see what topic you're interested in, and you could complete the whole episode rather than watching the entire episode in one go. Because and then again, like, share, and subscribe. Keep supporting us. There are already 21 people, and those are our OGs at the moment, and many more to come. Anyway, so
Yeah.
Yeah, people who have made it till the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. You guys are true fans of us. They're not really fans,
Yeah.
but
not
True
yeah,
not
true
supporters.
not
True
fans yet. I don't
supporters.
think
supporters.
I don't think we should call them fans yet. But
Supporters. Come
not
on, man.
even
They're coming. They've watched
uh,
it like for what, 45 minutes?
It's not easy to watch something for 45 minutes straight
no,
unless
no,
it's a
I'm
movie.
I'm not saying them as. I'm not saying. Uh, of
Not
course,
fans.
Not
Sorry.
sorry,
Fan was the
fan
wrong
was the
word.
wrong word.
yeah, because
Supporters.
we still have to go to a level where we can say them as fans. But yes, we appreciate the people who are viewing us 100%. But I think we have not reached at that level where we
That Logan
ourselves.
Paul level.
Yeah, we have not reached that
One
level.
day. For
Yeah,
sure. One day.
yeah. So that day we can call them as fans or our followers. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
anyway, I think
Thank you.
Thank you for watching, guys. Have a
like,
good
share,
day.
and subscribe.